Attention, Bears fans. The Green Bay Packers suck. What's going on? I'm Dan Levy, Bears latest on Fan Arch Sports. We are bringing you all things Chicago Bears, leading you right up to training camp and, of course, the season as well. It'll be right here where we discuss rumors, trades, news, anything Chicago Bears related. I'm your guy. I'm your dicker. I'm the guy that you want to follow. I've been covering the Bears for almost 20 years here in Chicago. Boots on the ground, and we're going to continue to do so. And once again, I want to thank everybody who's commenting, liking, subscribing. Keep on doing it. Hit that notification bell. We're going to keep pumping these videos out. We're going to keep talking Chicago Bears. Everything is coming up. Rumors, all kinds of stuff are rocking. So we are going to be getting this going as we move along. We will start first with stadium plans. That's right. It looks like the Bears are going to be moving out of Soldier Field. Hello, Arlington Heights. It looks like it's officially going on. Fans are starting to get a first look. Season ticket holders received an email this week with proposed seating options and potential pricing details for what the team is calling a state-of-the-art enclosed world-class venue. That's right, Chicago, they have messed it up. They are moving to Arlington Heights, and I'm thrilled. The email included a survey asking fans for their preferences on seating, amenities, and overall experience from upper deck to premium lower-level seating, and options varied. And so did the price tags. Permanent seat licenses range from $6,000 all the way to over $100,000. So that's how they're going to start to pay players, by the way. Though the team stressed these prices are not finalized, no location was named, but Arlington Heights seems to be what is in focus. And that, if you've been reading any of these stories, they already own the land in Arlington Heights. So, interestingly enough, the email made no mention of that stadium location, but all signs are pointing to that area. After some political resistance to a proposed lakefront stadium in downtown Chicago, the team appears to be refocusing on the northwest suburb, where already spent $200 million to purchase the old Arlington racetrack. Even the Bears are exploring price and design options. The location battle isn't over. The city of Chicago still says the door is still open. While Arlington Heights continues to push forward, they've hired consultants to assess economic impact and traffic studies tied to a potential stadium and entertainment district. Let's break this down further. Yes, Chicago Bears playing in Chicago is ideal. It's the ideal situation. You want them there. You want that city backdrop. You want that look that's been there since, well, pretty much when they moved from Wrigley Field. You want Soldier Field there. You want it on the lakefront, but let's face it, that thing is a pain in the butt to get to. Once you're there, it is like 9 hours to get in and out of that place. It is a horrible place to drive. CTA only drops you off about 2 miles from the place, and then you got to hoof it all the way there. Not the greatest area to be in Chicago. Let's face it, it's not the worst, but I'm not walking around there, especially after a night game. I don't like to walk around the museum campus. And here's the other thing. The Bears don't own Soldier Field. So if you're just kind of new and you're not really sure what's going on, you're kind of thinking about, I'm not in Chicago. What has this got to do? Why would they leave Chicago? Because it's the Park District that owns Soldier Field. They get to decide what happens to that field. They profit off all the cool concerts and things like that. If the Bears can take their act over towards Arlington Heights, they could essentially build a Bears town. Yes, it's not in Chicago, but CTA will get you there. It's not far from O'Hare, and it's a good place to be. They can completely build that area out, kind of like what the Cubs have done with the Wrigley Field. They have bought all the restaurants, all the rooftops, and if you go to Wrigley Field, it is an awesome place to be. All the restaurants are there, all the cool stuff. The parking's still not good at Wrigley Field, by the way. That's my only thing with Wrigley, but if the Bears do this, they can control parking, they can control all the restaurants, they can make a nice, really cool Bears thing, and maybe even a Bears museum. But the key is they would own it. They can have concerts out there. They could do everything that would provide it for them. And even with all these new options, yes, that would mean more for free agency, more money in their hands. And I, for one, am all for it. I think the Bears should definitely should own their own piece. If the city of Chicago even wants to get involved with this, I say to them right now, figure out a way for the Bears to either own it or even get some money out of it for all the concerts and all the things that the Soldier Field does during the year. If the Bears aren't getting a piece of it, go to a place, take the product out of there. That's just a lesson to be learned. Do something cool, make a really cool stadium, and maybe that is exactly what they're going to be doing. So we'll see. This is going to be another side story with everything going on. The Bears have some really cool stuff going on, but headlines are also going to dominate what a new stadium is going to look like. I, for one, am all for it. I want to see it. I know Chicago really wants to make like a lakefront thing, put the White Sox over there. The Chicago Fire has got plans to put a stadium over there. But if you're not going to make the Bears happy, that is the cornerstone of this city. Yes, people are Cubs fans, White Sox fans, Bulls fans, and Blackhawks fans. But what makes every city of Chicago, or even anybody in Illinois, tick? The Chicago Bears. Do what you got to do, city of Chicago. Hopefully they can stay, but I, for one, would not miss going downtown to go to Soldier Field. Wouldn't mind Arlington Heights. There's a metro stop over there, and it's easy access in and out of there. Highways are good. Airport's right there. I'm okay with it. We'll see what happens. All right, moving on to the next one. There seems to be a competition starting to boil up on who, for right now, they're saying is going to be the backup for running back, the RB2 role. Training camp is heating up. One of the most intriguing battles for the Chicago Bears is at running back. With Ben Johnson now calling the plays, the question becomes who will take running back 2 role behind DeAndre Swift. Veteran Roshan Johnson, or rookie Kyle Monangai, or there's still time to sign somebody else. So we'll see. As far as Roshan Johnson goes, as far as Kyle Monangai go, I know that's what everybody's talking about. They're saying right now Swift enters camp as running back 1, but if history tells us anything, the status might not last long. Back in 2022, when Ben Johnson took over as the offensive coordinator in Detroit, Swift did start as running back 1, but was quickly overtaken by Jamal Williams just 3 weeks into the season. And could the same thing happen again in Chicago? Well, Jamal Williams is definitely a name that's been bubbling up that could be a Bear. So keep that eye on Jamal Williams. But for as of right now, if DeAndre Swift kind of proves what he did last season to be the same thing as this season, don't be surprised if that changes again. Roshan Johnson, this is year 3, buddy. This is the year you got to step up. It's a brand new offense, younger legs in you. If DeAndre Swift can't do the whole thing, that's the guy that you may want to look for. You may want to get Roshan Johnson or a Kyle Monangai, the rookie wild card, 7th round pick. Yep, that might be more the depth of the draft class and his talent. But however, do know this. A lot of football teams do cut that 7th pick. So Kyle Monangai could be gone, or some teams could ride to the Super Bowl with a 7th round pick as your starting running back. So here's the reality. The backfield doesn't have a clear-cut running back 1 yet. It's Swift, Johnson, Monangai to take the reins, and could be some other people that might still get signed into the Bears uniforms just before training camp goes. So Jamal Williams could be here. It depends. Could be anybody looking out right now. But if I'm a running back and I'm on the Chicago Bears or I'm trying to make something, DeAndre Swift, your job, again, it's on the line. The Bears fix the offensive line, hopefully. We got wide receivers. Hopefully Rome Odunze does take that next hit. And we got a lot of things cooking for the Bears. 2 tight ends. Cole Kmet's still good to go. We got Colston Loveland, who we've yet to see, but that's the pick, and everybody says he should be pretty good too. The question is the running back position. And again, if everything holds up to the way everything got signed and delivered, we should be good with just about everybody on that offensive line. And for once, during a Bear season, we might not be saying this freaking offensive line is burning us, but we will probably be saying the Bears need a running back. So DeAndre Swift, all that negative energy that was going towards the offensive line the last, 20 years, now it's going to be in your lap, buddy. You know this coach. You know this offense. You know what's expected of you. DeAndre Swift, either get the getting or we're going to leave you out in the dust. Hopefully that's not the way it rolls, but it looks like that could be the way for it to go. All right, as we switch gears over here, we are going to go to what is coming out to be a possibility that the offense is starting to come about, and rumors have it, looks like it could be a no-huddle. The Bears season opener just a few weeks ago, training camp also a few weeks away. Excitement is building for the debut of the Bears' brand new offense. It's all orchestrated by Ben Johnson, the guy we all wanted. And make no mistake, This is not a recycled playbook. It's actually supposed to be a custom-built scheme meant to bring out the best in Caleb Williams as he goes into year 2 of his tenure as the Bears' #1 quarterback. Ben Johnson isn't doing this alone. He's pulled ideas from coaching staff loaded with experience, including minds who've worked under Sean Payton, Andy Reid. And while Johnson says the offense won't be a copy-paste version of what he ran in Detroit, many of his signature tendencies will still be baked in. So what are we going to expect? First, more 12 personnel. That's 1 running back, 2 tight ends to create mismatches and keep defenses guessing. Second, expect a big jump in play action passes, a tool that Johnson used masterfully in Detroit and one that fits Caleb Williams' skill set perfectly. That is something that he has already shown that he likes to do, and he can pull those off. That's the athleticism that we're looking at of Caleb Williams. When things kind of go, push comes to shove, the play action passing, that is what got him that Heisman, and that's what got him to be that #1 pick. The one shift that hasn't been talked about much, a major reduction in the no-huddle offense. Last year, the Bears used no-huddle on 26% of their plays, the 3rd highest rate in the league. In contrast, Detroit ran just 4% of the time under Johnson. That's a big philosophical shift, and fans will notice the change in tempo. And to be honest, if Caleb could do that, let's do that. That said, he may influence this part of the offense more than expected. His comfort operating in a no-huddle offense and his ability to improvise on the move could push Johnson to mix it in situationally, especially late in halves or when trying to catch defenses off guard, which was what I guess they were trying to do with that game on Thanksgiving against the Detroit Lions where they didn't call a timeout and they let Caleb do what he's got to do. Look, if Caleb is comfortable with the offense, if he knows what's going on and they have enough faith that he can pull this off, I'm good with it. If Caleb's got that kind of IQ, again, this is year 2. They have tape on Caleb Williams. So if he's going to do something that's outside of his realm, something that we didn't really actually see, I'm for this. If he can actually keep up with this. But again, it all depends how he adapts and how he sinks in with this offense. If he can look around and he can go no huddle and he could do just a fraction of what Peyton Manning could do, what a difference that would make for Caleb Williams. Also, for those of you that are just now tuning into this one, have at this one. If you plan on going to Alice Hall for any of these training camps, yeah, they sold out fast. It's free. It was just announced that it was going to happen. Today was the day, July 9th, that they were going to do this. And within 5 minutes of it even opening up, there was a queue of 6,500 people within 5 minutes, and they were only giving away 5,000 tickets. So if you got one, congratulations. Enjoy it. It's a free view of what this new Bears offense is. If not, well, we'll guess I'll have to try to scalp some or see what you got to do to get in towards the season and preseason games. But either way, this is that time of season. Again, July, this is the time when everybody kind of goes all in on the Bears, and usually I really hope they're pretty good. But this time, I think it's going to be pretty good. This is worth the hype. So if the Bears are going to be what we think they're going to be, you should get your butt down to Hallis Hall and see what you got to do to take a look at this offense. Get some autographs for crying out loud. This is something you're going to want to see. And finally, as we make our way over towards this one and our final thoughts of the night, just remember this. Worst comes to worst, best comes to best. Whatever happens with the Chicago Bears in this 2025-26 season, there's only one thing that is a definite. There is one thing that cannot be argued, and that is that the Green Bay Packers suck. Have a good one. I'm Dan Levy. This is Bears Latest for Fan Art Sports. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell. Hit me up. Let me know what you're thinking. I'll hit you up in the comment section. I will talk with anybody and everybody. And by the way, the commenter who said that Kevin Fishbane, you should be listening to him. You should. Kevin Fishbane's awesome. He's a buddy of mine. I've been in radio in Chicago for over 25 years. I've covered the Bears for almost 13. I've covered it with him. I've covered it with a lot of these guys. Right now, we're all having fun talking Chicago Bears. We're having fun talking it with you. And if there's anything that you want to discuss, hit me in the comments. I will chat with every single one of you, and I'll even bring it up on this show. Once again, I'm Dan Levy. This is Bears Latest. We'll do it again soon. Packers suck!